Hola mi gente, good afternoon. This is Julio with his daily focus chats. Today I am sitting here in front of this incredible building on 149th Street in the Grand Concourse across the street from my house. And where I have worked as a teenager many times. This is the post office. This is a place that is very symbolic for our community, which is the General Post Office. Now it's nothing. This is a building that was sold, and the post office now, which is a little small part of it, is almost down at that corner over there on the side of the building. And this is something that I wanted to talk to you guys about for a while, because the post office means a lot to me. Like I said, I worked in the post office many times for Christmas temp, and when I was a teenager, that was the job that I got to be able to help me survive the last year in high school and be able to provide for my first daughter that was about to be born, months later. And to me, the post office is a very essential part of our community. I mean, that's where poor people basically get communicating with others because of mails, packages. Money order is very important to us, those of us who don't have bank accounts. But there's a movement, there's been a movement for a while, man, to end the post office, basically. Yes, end it. Basically to privatize it, to try to make money like always from it. And they've been doing this for a while. And first of all, they started this movement to basically sell and close post offices throughout the United States. That was a project they started several years ago, and that's how this building, this gorgeous building, got sold. 500 employees here, they're down maybe to about less than 100 today. Our mail now goes from the Bronx back to Manhattan. Manhattan gets sorted and back to the Bronx. Tell me that's not ridiculous and adding more trucks to this neighborhood. Anyway, I was a strong activist and supporter against the closing of these post offices. In fact, I was the plaintiff on the court trial issue of not closing this post office. We lost that, but I was able to get the paintings inside here that were done by an incredible painter who basically painted these incredible paintings in here, and we got those protected. So those are now, that no matter what happens to this building, those paintings are going to be protected because they are national landmark. But the bottom line is that the post office, they want to close them because they want to privatize, and they've been making it impossible for the post office to make money. The post office does make money. By the way, it's the only federal agency that does not get any monies from the government. It basically provides for itself. But here's the problem. They forced a law in 2006. The Senate Majority Congress, which was Republican, passed a law to have the post office prepay for the pensions up to 2056. The year 2056, the post office has to pay for its pensions. So there's no way that the post office, with all the money that it does make when selling the stamps and the money orders and the packages, they make enough money to survive, but they're not able to survive. You know why? Because they have to pay into a pension that no other agency, no other private agency, no other public agency is doing that. Where they have to pay into a pension, like up to so many years ahead of its time, 2056, that was purposely done so that they can destroy the post offices. And we need these post offices, people. So we need you to be aware of what's going on with this. Support the fact that the post offices are fighting to try to stay alive, because if they close these post offices, or they better yet, if they privatize them, which is what they want to be able to have maybe some deals made with FedEx, the UPS. Maybe they have the contacts in the federal government where they allow this to happen. But we can't allow an incredible, service that's part of the Constitution, as you can read here, in terms of the value of post office, to be closed or privatized. And that's why I'm fighting, and I will continue to fight with the Postal Workers Union to make sure that we keep the service of the United States Post Office for our community. And we got many ideas of how we can make that happen and even make money for the post office. And that's going to be my next chat. But right now, I just want to bring you up to date on the fact that the post office doesn't have any money. They didn't put any money from the COVID-19 the stimulus packages. In fact, the president, check this out, he said that if anything for the post office was put into those stimulus packages, they was going to veto it. What's that about? How are you going to come so strong on that unless you have some connections with somebody who wants these post offices destroyed? So that's why I'm talking about this, because as of June, the post office will run out of money, and God knows what's going to happen then. So I want to bring you to alert on this issue, which is very important. God bless you, because I said this revolution will be televised.